and action. Say your name and the character you play. If not, then say what you do.
All right. My name is Brandon Medina, and I play James Williams.
My name is Maritza Lozada. Not Lozado, Lozada. People get that wrong. And I'm assistant director. And trust me, I'm not a bitch, even though I might sound like it.
When does interviews have to have fucking cursing in there?
Sorry.
Okay.
But, Brandon put me as a second in command because at first he saw how bad I was at acting, and he was like, girl, you need to be second in command because you're like bossy and you know how to direct people. And again, I'm not a bitch, but when stuff need to be done, I just want to get it done. So yeah.
Brandon, can you give us some character background from the beginning?
You should have talked first.
From the beginning of the first film to up till now.
Damn. Ouch. All right. Okay. Well, my character name is James Williams, and of course, my character is related, yes, to the previous The Evil Dead fan films, and Within the Woods, of course, and now The Evil Within Us. But there's a difference now with this film. This film sort of lives as its own film. It doesn't have any affiliation of the films before that. So The Evil Dead, Within the Woods, of course, it might seem like it is the same universe. When you see this film, it's completely it cleans that slate. Basically extracting that character and putting this character in a new scenario, in a new world. So this film is obviously an original new world. The only thing that's the same is the name, and what went through was a little different.
Excuse me, Mr. Medina, how did your character change, James Williams, from the original Evil Dead to the Evil Within Us right now?
Character changed because, well, if you look at that character and you look at this character, you'll see quite a difference. That character I was technically, the hero. He was a little weak towards the end, towards the beginning, and then he was a little stronger towards the end. And this character, he starts off very weak, and throughout the whole film, he's weak. You see him as this normal human being, where in the other ones it was a little fake. How my character wasn't as realistic. He didn't, reacted to things like a normal person. But this character is more realistic. If I were to defer to these characters, so there's a little difference between that character and this character.
How long has the two of you known each other for? During the production of this film, and how to...
Me and Maritza?
Yes. In real life, and how to get into not a relationship.
I saw her from the block party, and I don't know from there.
Yeah, I just saw him from a distance. I knew that he was the one I needed to work with. I was like, yeah, Brandon.
That was the one.
Nah, actually, this is what happened. One day, I decided to enter something called Eagle Vision, and he was there, and he was screening his other movie.
Yeah.
Actually, which is I don't even know what in the woods.
Within the Woods.
Within the Woods.
That's actually the sequel.
And he was screening it in our office place where we work. So I was I watched it and I thought it was really cool because I always kind of wanted to be an actor. But again, I'm not good at it. We can't be always good at what we want to do.
No, you were actually really good.
No, I'm not. So anyways, I was kind of interested, and I was like, oh, who's the director? This is so cool. All these kids look like they're having super fun. And it looks like a cool opportunity to do. Especially because I always want to try it. And I just went up to him and I was like, hey dude, I want to be in one of your movies, can I? He's like, yeah, sure, whatever. Me thinking that he's not gonna actually call me. One day they just asked me to go and be in their other movie, which is this one. And then I was just like, oh, okay, you actually called, okay, cool. It's like a cool interview kind of thing. But there's no interview, they were just bam, you're in. I was like, okay. So I was like, all right. So that's when I met everybody else, which I love my cast, honestly. They're my nerd herd. They're awesome.
Brandon, how long have you been, finish your question.
Shout out to Adrian.
No, it's okay.
Brandon, how long have you had this, this passion of making films?
Ever since I was a little kid, man. I started when I was little. I used to play with toys, man. I used to film toys. I actually had toy films.
He used to
We used
film
to
Resident
film them
Evil
having
toys.
sex.
I'm sure you would like that.
Like, you lost the virginity to a toy.
Yeah.
I'm not weird. I don't have a fetish for filming the whole.
So,
Gotti!
8 years old. I was 8 years old. Playing with toys. With
Like,
kitty
yeah, we're
cats.
running here. Here's a link to all the burned hospitals in America.
Okay, Diaz.
so if I were to ask who's your favorite character,
And this,
who would it be and why?
okay, my favorite character is actually Paolo's character, which is Mandy, because I specifically wrote that scene, and I remember writing. I really know the character.
There are
God.
two
You
characters.
see that scene when you see the introduction, the first 16 minutes of the movie, it's fucking golden. I don't know, there's something special about that fucking scene. I love it. I love it a lot. Everything with her in it was like absolutely the perfect film. I consider that 16 minutes the original Evil Within Us.
Maritza.
Really? I
Yes.
think Amanda was really good.
I like Amanda. but
Amanda, she had my
I
favorite.
love Paola.
Oh yeah, Paula in that scene where she was.
She was
Getting-
fucking good.
Yeah, where she was. I
was
can't
good.
spoil it for you
Yeah,
guys, but
we
she was
can't.
good on one scene. Yeah, I remember.
We saw the movie before you guys, so sorry.
I mean, you
but
said I saw a movie. You guys were in the fucking movie.
we saw it. We saw it beginning to end. No.
No, you're talking to the audience who technically they haven't seen it.
You guys haven't seen it. Well, I obviously have to see it because, of course, I'm editing it. So it would be a stupid question. Yeah.
If I were to ask when is this movie gonna be aired and where,
I mean, it's an obvious fucking question. It's gonna
Okay.
okay, it's gonna be in the William Mosel Center.
17, 18, and 19th of July,
Yes.
thank you.
which is next week
Which is next week.
on the weekend, I think, right? Yes. It's gonna be 17th, 18th, and what?
19th.
19th.
For
of
3
July.
days.
And it's
You're
gonna
in the
be the
museum.
and you're gonna get the extended version, which means
Do they get free CD?
no, you have to buy the DVD. So
You gotta make me one now.
How much do they cost?
$5.
So CDs are
You
only
could get-
$5
you could get the
if
extended.
you want to
Actually,
get.
And you're helping our future films.
If you're watching this right now, that means you actually bought a DVD.
If you're watching this right now, you actually bought it.
Are we charging for entry?
No, it's free.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
free entry,
So it's free entry.
free food.
And if you like the movie, then you get to buy the CD. This is only $5, and there'll be a donation box, and that donation box goes to our future films and props and other things that we do.
Impossible sequels to the Evil Within Us.
Which will never happen.
No more.
No more
Okay,
sequels.
If I were to do a sequel,
It won't
Evil
happen, it
Within
won't
Us,
happen.
It will be way in the future.
It won't happen.
Okay.
It won't.
Okay.
It will be.
you're
if-
professional.
Which one?
Yeah.
Okay. My question is.
It will be based on Paolo's character.
Why?
My question is, was there a hard scene that you or your friends had to do? Any hard scenes?
Okay. I would say the hardest scene that I've ever really done is the ending scene because it was just a lot of gore. It was like my character went through shit.
What the beginning of the movie?
Like, forget the Evil Dead fan film. You think that was bad? And Within the Woods, you think that was bad? This one just, it goes crazy. It's fucking gory as hell. My scene is, like, the ending is really, really gory. Like, I suffered a lot.
How was it like to work with the actors of the film?
It was great. It was great. I had, some struggles, of course, working with certain actors. It was never 100%.
Why you look at me?
Can
Because
I
Albert's like,
can I ask who's your favorite actor to work with?
okay. I got a couple.
You really want to name favorites?
Me.
Okay, well, I mean,
I paid $300.
honestly, okay, like I worked with a bunch of actors throughout this production. I'm not gonna deny it.
Can you?
But the person that I mainly work with, like beginning to end, I would have to lay it on like Amanda because I've always worked with her. I literally worked with her towards the beginning of the film. So like majority of the scenes in the movie is with her. So I would have to say it was easy working with her because it was just like nonstop feedback. Every time I said something, it would be like
I think it was like a comfortable kind of like
yeah, it was a
thing
very
that you guys
comfortable
had. Yeah.
like filming relationship. It was just like I throw one word and she throws another. It worked well. Like, both
that-
characters worked well.
Is that for you, Maritza, too, as well?
Maritza, do you have a favorite actor?
I don't have a favorite actor, but there has been lots of times where we have lots of laughs, and there's lots of parts in the script that are so like, like nobody would say that. Like let's say JP. There's a scene where he just says the dumbest thing ever. Sometimes people would overact it, and I would just like completely laugh. So I had a lot of laughs.
What about when he called me Valeria?
Valeria.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Or when he like
Besides
holds
all
his head and he's
the
like,
besides all the tension, sometimes there's always fun times.
Okay.
Is there anything that you could say to us, the viewers?
Oh man, if I were to, fasten your seatbelts. It's gonna be a wild ride. I mean, you love horror. If you love horror films, you're gonna love this. I mean, even good or bad, you're gonna like this movie. Even if in the ending of the movie, you're gonna be like, oh man, this movie was shit. It's still worth to watch because you're not paying anything to watch.
Yeah, it's
If you're
a fun
buying a
film.
DVD, then you're paying to watch it. But it's our own production. From what we did without any cost in particular, this is probably 110%, good for what we worked for. We didn't spend that much money working on it. So for what it is,
Yeah, you did.
absolutely. You're gonna get your money. You're gonna get your money's worth of this film.
You're gonna get your
You
money
didn't
where
even
your
pay
mouth
anything
is.
for it.
I just
Yeah.
want to say to the audience that not a lot of teenagers do this, and I just want to remind everyone that we don't have, work with what we have, and we give it our best. And however it came out, I think it came out pretty awesome for a bunch of teenage kids. And if any of you haters out there just want to say that it was bad or it was this, we gave you free food, we gave you free admission, and we did it all in like months. So it took a lot of hard work. I want to see you guys trying to do that out there. So yeah, that's
Can I
what you gotta do.
sex tapes don't count?
And if all you're gonna do is come and make fun of the movie, then don't come. That's it.
Not even that.
Get up and get out.
Come if you want to come, you're just still giving us support, even if you just came to see how it is. Like just come down and support it, and bring $1 just to donate.
And if you really like the film that much, you can get yourself a personal DVD, which will have the extended version and also a lot of bonus features. And also, if you really liked it super much, I would love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is called Brandon Medina, and you can also see Within the Woods. I highly recommend seeing Within the Woods because I'm actually going to be putting up the day of the movie screen, July 17th. I'll be putting up Within the Woods alternate ending version, which will have a different ending, which is interesting to see if you can't make the movie screen. So you can see it at home. So if you can see, yeah. And yeah, just keep on sharing it to friends. You really like this movie that much, just keep on sharing it to a lot of people.
What is your favorite scene out of the whole film?
I have a bunch of favorites. Well, no, not really.
It can't be your scene.
No, it's not. I would have to say my favorite scene out of the whole film. It would have to be like that scene where Paul was like, actually saying, she's playing hide and seek with her sister. That was my favorite scene.
Maritza?
My favorite scenes were basically the flashbacks. Flashback was really good.
Okay.
Like with Jocelyn. I
Okay,
love
yeah. You know what she said? I love that one too.
Like
I
all
fucking
the
love
flashbacks in the movie are really good.
Can you describe to us one?
I'm fucking good with flashbacks.
I can't describe too much because I don't give it away, but I just want
Flashbacks
to
are
say,
good.
like,
Flashbacks.
there's a lot of flashbacks back there because it's actually explaining the other movies. So you'll understand more now if you saw the other ones. And if you didn't, it's fine. It'll be like a new movie that you're seeing it. You didn't need to see the other two to understand this one.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay. Brandon, Maritza, do you think it's a better experience to learn something new ideas, new creations in this new film? Do you think that it's something that hasn't been done before?
Yes and no. Okay, I'll say yes and no, and I'll explain it why. Because, okay, you have the Evil Dead fan film following up Within the Woods. They're both fan films. We got The Evil Within Us. You watch The Evil Within Us, it doesn't carry the essence, it doesn't carry the juice of Within the Woods in there. It's a new film. That's why I say it's not. But however, it is when you see the extended version, because the extended version actually honors those films that you've seen before. So it honors Within the Woods, it honors that fan film of The Evil Dead. It actually honors it because it has all those extra, little nuggets. But like I said before, the extended version is for your own pleasure. It's not the Evil Within Us. The real Evil Within Us is the original theatrical version. But this extended version is going to be just for fun, just for you to have some good fun. It's going to be screened on Saturday. Only one day of the extended version is going to be screened. And if the extended version is widely praised, obviously I would see what I can do to make it somewhat, released.
What was your favorite horror real-life experience?
Well, every day was a living horror for me, honestly. Working on that film was very, very difficult. It was hard, It takes a lot of your energy. I know that once I did the fight scene with Albert, it was a lot of energy there. I felt like I was passing out. Like there was so much energy used within that scene. So when you see that movie, it's gonna be really good. That ending is the extended version of the ending is what's good.
Horror real life experience while making the film?
Nothing really happened to me. Nothing scary happened. It's just that doing a horror movie kind of like depresses you in a way because all you're thinking about is like horror stuff, like
And
demons and
death.
stuff, and it kind of like everybody was kind of like bummed out after a while, like scared of the museum. They're like, oh my god, because you're all thinking like you have to turn into your character basically. So after a while, every time people came to the museum, that's why they were saying before that they were kind of scared because they were that mentality. That new movie that he's making now, everybody's like all cheerful because that's not the plot anymore, like horror. It's more like funny and upbeat. Yeah.
Brandon, how was it? Did you have to train for that specific role?
For James, yes, I worked out. I worked out really hard, and then I got fat. But
Because he kept eating Chinese food and pizza.
yeah, and I worked out at home. But yes, I had to prep for the role, especially for the fight scenes. I had to be on point. That whole month of working on the fight scenes on January, it was rough. I had to work out all that month.
What's the last thing you would like to say to your viewers?
The last thing I would like to say to my viewers, you start.
Fuck her right in the pussy.
I mean, you guys haven't asked
Say something.
the last thing I have to say to my viewers. Well, I already said what I have to say to my viewers. That should be the last thing.
Okay.
You guys should just ask like, how was it? Like, have you guys ever like?
What do you?
had
How
fun?
about how? What do you expect this film to do well or something like that? What do
Do
you?
I expect this film
Yeah.
to do well? Who knows? Everybody has different opinions, but I feel like it should do well because I love movies actually. I love watching them. And it was really fun doing this. So even if it doesn't become like super known, the people that did see it, I know they will enjoy watching it. Especially if they know me and support me. But yeah.
Now you, Brandon.
I mean, I hope so. I hope this gets
Keep it short and
recognized.
sweet, Brandon.
I hope it gets recognized. If it does, that's amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Even if it's a bad film, I hope you enjoyed still, regardless.
You know you're dying for everyone to love your movie so you can
I
become
wish.
famous. That's his
I
dream,
wish.
to
That is
become
my
a
dream.
director. Like,
I get a phone call and be like, hey, you want to do a movie? And I'm like, oh yeah, sure. Let's see what happens, Hopefully if I do, I do, If I don't,
we need somebody to
I'll
break-
make another one and I'll cry about it later.
You need somebody to break a wall.
Yeah. If anything, if I get upset and nobody likes my movie, I'll just be like, yo, Adrian, can you punch a wall for me because I'm upset? It'll make me feel better.
By the way, what about
I have
that?
one
He
more
the
thing
wall
to
means
say.
looking
I
at
have
the.
one more thing to say. because Brandon's always like complaining and asking about this. I just want to say that if any of you out there are interested in, you know, collabing with us or, you know, wanting to be an actor or are interested in that, you know, career or whatever, you can come to us, you know, talk to Brandon. You can even be in our movie, but there's auditions obviously, and we're gladly just email us or come up to us in person with movie screens. We'll give out, you know, cards or information, and it's fine. And even if you don't want to be in the movie, we can always, like, you know, mentor you, tell you some advice.
All right then. Thank you so much both for your time.
No, thank
You're
you.
welcome.
And please state your name and character.
I'm Maria Saldana, and I play Andrea Harper. Yeah. She's the one who cuts her face off or whatever. She rips her face off. I think that's like my favorite scene.
Can you give us some character background?
Well, she has like a scar on her face. Like over here, that's why, you know, as throughout the movie, you see her covered, you know. Actually, I'm stuttering. Can you restart?
No, we're continuing. Go
Just
ahead.
answer the question again.
Okay. Is that there's so many things in my mind, I can't put it in like.
No, it's okay. Just continue.
Repeat that question.
What is your character background?
My character is an obsessive makeup person, like I am.
You're narcissistic.
She's more narcissistic. Andrea is very narcissistic. She loves herself, but then at the same time she hates herself because she has like this burn mark on her face. And so it's actually not a burn mark, it's a birthmark. And so she's always hiding in it, like, you know, like an emo person like that. And yeah.
How long have you known Brandon Medina?
Ever since my sophomore year. That was 2012.
Have you ever had any other experience in Brandon Medina's films?
Well, I was in his second film. His actual film. He's like right there.
Were you in all?
Wait. I was in his first Evil Dead. He texted me or he messaged me through Facebook. And I was like, who the hell is this? I already knew who it was because I was like, he's the guy from, you know, that play in the school. What was the name of the play? Whispers in the Hall. And I was like, it's the guy from Whispers in the Hall. I'm famous. No, he just wanted me to be in his movie, and I accepted. And it was cool. I mean, it was really fun. I mean, I was like surrounded by old people. Not old people, but like older, you know, class members, like seniors.
Your senpais.
And I was like, oh, cool, I made new friends, and he was pretty cool. And then his second film was Resident Evil. Then with Crescent Night, and then Within the Woods, and then this movie, The Evil Within Us. But from every experience, I think I like the first one better. I don't know. It was just like done so freely.
So, did you have any issues with the makeup or anything within the film?
Not really. I try to make it better and look better all the time. Especially for The Evil Within Us, where she has to rip her face off and there was so much blood needed. I mean, I thought that was hot. You know, when I'm screaming, I'm like, ah! That was amazing.
So you would say that is your favorite scene of the film?
Yeah, my only favorite scene, because I think I look weird throughout the whole movie.
How was it like?
I mean, I don't think I look good as a brunette.
Ah, shit.
How was it like working with the cast and crew of the film?
Well, I was going through a hard time, 2014, the summer of 2014. So I was stressing out throughout that whole time because of personal problems, which I do not speak of, which I will not speak of right now.
So we'll just
And
cut it.
huh?
No, continue.
Keep going.
And yeah, it was okay. I mean, when I'm stressed out, I will fight. So I was kind of feisty or whatever.
Alright. So are there any horror stories for you in this film?
In this film, nothing really scary happened.
Wait, what exactly did your character do in this film? Like, what was... You're welcome. I reset the phone. I'm sorry. What exactly was your character doing in this film? Like,
What was she was a friend of Persephone, a really good friend in the movie, and let's just say I don't know. She's an obsessive biatch.
So,
I'm not gonna say that.
referring.
She's an obsessive, self-obsessed maniac who rips her face off because she's like, oh, I'm so ugly, oh, I'm gonna rip my face off, which I wish I could do in real life, but I can't because that's impossible.
where did her narcissisticness develop from? Like, her background?
Yeah, like if there was ever an origin story of your character, how would it be explained?
Well, it all starts with a mirror, and when you look at yourself and you put on makeup, you just like the way you look, and then you don't stop wearing makeup, and you love it, and you love it, and you keep seeing yourself, and it's like a never-ending cycle of looking at yourself, and that's when you become obsessed with yourself, the way you look. And every single time, you know, the makeup wears off, you need to put it on again, because you just feel like it's a necessity of your life. It's part of you. And it's like a disease, maybe.
So, referring back to the other question, have you had any horror experiences or any supernatural experiences during the making of this film?
Not in the evil within us. In the evil within us. Not in the evil within us. It was in the previous movie, which was Within the Woods. That's when all the shit happened. Where I was in the bathroom in one of like the actors' houses, and I went in the bathroom. I was looking at my makeup. Yeah, like Andrea, and then I heard something behind me, and behind me was only an empty shower, and then right next to the shower was the faucet or the sink, and I was looking at myself. Everything was quiet, the door was closed, and I heard like a freaking someone was singing, like a very soft voice, a little girl's voice, and I was like, what the fudge? And I looked, and I was like, what the hell? I was trying to find out what was making the noise, and it was right next to my ear. I'm like, no, I had to be something. And then that's when we did the exorcism in that apartment.
Whoa, that's crazy. Well, during this film, we had a lot of people I've noticed the setting in the bathroom. There has been a bloody girl just wandering the halls. You haven't come across this girl yet?
That's a lie. There was no bloody girl, unless it's Bloody Mary. But Bloody Mary wasn't killed in this bathroom. In the museum, in this bathroom.
Okay.
How was your experience working on this movie?
Well, it was amazing. I really liked working with all the people here. Yeah, it was so much fun, and Brandon's a great director, and everything was great.
All right. So tell me about your character. What are your characters' names?
I play Mandy and Samara. Well, Samara is kind of the nicer one. They're both twins, by the way. And Mandy's kind of like the crazy, evil one. She gets possessed, so yeah.
All right. So was there any training going into this role?
For me, it was actually harder to be the Samara, actually, because she was more afraid and things like that. But Mandy, I just, went to my dark side, pretty much.
All right. Was there ever a horror story behind working on this movie set?
I guess there were strange things that happened during filming, like certain ghosts and things like that while working on it, but I mean, it wasn't too bad.
All right. Okay. Do you plan on acting in the future?
Yes, I would like to be an actress and all that, but at the same time, I have other careers ahead. But I do I would love to be an actress and all that.
All right. do you feel was your performance? How do you feel it was for you?
I feel like it was great, but there were times where I think I could have done better. But hey, it was my first film.
All right. So this being your first film, how was it for you? Like, it's your first. What do you think?
It was overwhelming at times, and there are times where I thought I could do it, but then there are times where I put myself down. But in the end, I think I did okay.
Have you ever experienced any real life actor's nightmare?
Not really.
All right. Have you ever been injured on the set?
Not really injured, but I do gotta say that when I had to fall, it was scary, especially down the stairs. I didn't get hurt, by the way, but it was still scary. I had to throw myself and get catched.
Okay. If you ever started from the top of the movie again, how different will you do it? Or would you do it the same?
I think I would do Mandy's role the same as I did, but I think with Samara I would try to do better because I'm usually not good at pretending to be scared and all that. I usually am. When I'm scared, and things like that.
What's your favorite part of the movie? Well, your favorite part of working on a scene?
My favorite scene would probably be when I get dragged on the floor. The blood tasted pretty gross, but it was fun being covered in blood and yelling and crying.
All right. Okay. What's the challenging part bringing the script to life?
I think the most challenging part was to act like I was possessed because I wasn't myself. Not only was I playing Mandy, but then I had to pretend to be Mandy being possessed. It was kind of difficult, but in the end I think it was great, and I think I actually looked possessed, I would hope.
All right. So this wraps up everything. I want to thank you for coming here today, and we will see you July 17th and 18th and 19th.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Hi, I'm Albert Munoz, and I play the creator.
All right, Albert. Explain to us your experience working on this production.
Working on this film has been a blast, really. I really enjoyed working with Brandon Medina. He's a wonderful director. Seeing everybody at their work is really fun because, you know, I started off as, well, a zombie in Resident Evil, and then I was a bodyguard in Crescent Knight, so I didn't really think I would get a villain role like the creator. You know, but you know, it's been fun. It's really, really funny working with everybody here.
So, were there any specific training going into this role?
You know, not that much at first, because I didn't know what the creator was about, really. I just dived into his character more and looked up, you know, the history, you know, his past in the 1800s and all that stuff. And it's very interesting how the creator works in his mind, you know, wanting things his own way.
All right, from what you remember, what is your favorite scene of the movie?
I think it's a tie between the flashback scene where we see the past selves of the main cast in their, you know, their ancestors basically getting killed by the creator, and the tie between the creator tying up White Eyes and taking her soul, basically.
All right. Were there any real horror stories behind working on this production?
It kind of, but you know, I think it's personal issues with the cast and everything, which I refuse to say.
All right.
Oh, and
What aspects of the movie did you enjoy the most? What did you feel was the strongest? What did you feel was the weakest?
Okay, is it recording?
Yes, it's recording.
Oh shit, it was?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
next. Okay. The strengths and weaknesses of the film. I think the strong parts of it were the horror aspects of the film, really, because I feel like there's some parts of the film that can be, really scary and can really hit somebody with those. Okay, yeah, Spider-Man.
So not a fan of film.
Yeah, I can't mention what I play. Like, anyways.
Alright, thank you, Albert, for this wonderful trip, and we will be seeing you July 17th.
Thank you. Also, if you're interested, people can buy an autographed signed portrait of the creator if we're selling it that day or not. I don't know.
That looks very nice. Who drew that?
Myself, I did this at midnight, really.
Because Brian didn't tell me anything.
Yes.
Even after visiting tomorrow.
Yes. So enjoy the film.
Thank you, Albert.
Alright, Albert. Thank you. Alright, there. So, next up.
So, I am Moses. This is Jocelyn. She plays a character named White Eyes. Daniela White Eyes.
Chambers. Daniela Chambers.
Right. So, what was your favorite scene of the movie?
Well, like my favorite scene of the film was basically like I remember when I was dead, like I killed that creator, and like he rose me up from the dead basically, and like I had to kind of levitate out of my body, which I found really cool. I think that was my favorite scene.
Can you tell us a little bit about the film?
Well, basically, it's like about like the creator. He was like he was like a mad scientist type of thing, and like I was basically his wife, and like I got killed, and he rose me up from the dead, and like I started killing people and stuff like that without like any intention to do so. And yeah, basically throughout the film, I'm the one who just goes around and just kills everyone.
You must have had a lot of fun on the set.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Can you tell us a little bit about the crew and your relationship towards them?
Well, like, I was always like the chill back one. I never got into like any problems, I just had fun enjoying the time I was here.
Alright, were there any, struggles you went through with getting into this role?
Oh, not really. It's like, as soon as I told him I want to be like a demon, I just got the role.
So, what inspired you to be the demon?
I don't know. I like scary stuff, so like I don't know. I was very like intrigued by it.
Oh, nice. You're a fan of horror?
Yeah, and like I don't know. I guess like I was just meant for that role.
Do you have a favorite horror movie?
I don't know. I have a lot, but I don't know. I really like Insidious because it has to do with like astral projection, and I find that very interesting.
All right. Did you find any inspiration for your character? Like, what is your character inspired by, or is it just from your own?
Well, it's just from my own. Like, I just basically just, made it up. I just, I don't know.
All right. Why don't we play the game? So, if your character had a story, what will it be? In your own way. It could be anything. Just make it in your own.
Well, basically, it was just like this woman that she was just madly in love with this guy, and like, she was just trying to be there for him and stuff like that. And she saw what was behind the scenes, and she went and like saw everything, and it kind of destroyed her. And she got killed by her own husband, which is sad. And then she got turned into a demon.
Wow, you're very nervous.
So do you think there's more to this character, or how do you feel?
Well, there wasn't really much about her. Like, I don't know, it was just more about like her, that scene more than like her actual like life.
Alright. So Moses, why don't we talk about your character a little more?
Sure. I play a mad scientist, drunk, abusive father named Kurt. Obsessed with his work, kind of neglects his family and goes insane.
Alright, are there any experiences that you enjoyed for the film?
There was a lot actually. I I like working with our director Brandon. His films are pretty good, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I was with him since the beginning, maybe playing like little background characters or whatever. I played zombies in Resident Evil, and I played someone else in the first Evil Within, right? Yeah, I think so. So I don't know. I have experience with the crew and what goes on around here. It was pretty fun, yeah.
What is your favorite scene?
Probably my death scene. That was really fun. They poured fake blood down my throat, and I had to hold it in there for a while. And oh my god, it tasted like bad medicine. But no, it was really fun because I was able to let go and unleash whatever I had. So that was pretty fun.
All right. So, do you have a horror story, Moses or Jocelyn? Starting with Moses.
Oh, starting with me. Plenty. There's a lot of hauntings during the filmmaking. Lights would just go off. Noises in the background. Very, very scary stuff happened. I mean, it's not unlike that stuff ever happened in the other films. Like, I know that in one of them there's a creepy basement in some dude's house, and oh man, you can feel the evil energy coming from there. Ooh. Or just the rats, I don't know. But, I don't know, that was pretty terrifying, and, shit breaking, just stuff going crazy.
That's for you, Jocelyn.
I remember the story that you told me that there was like a haunted girl or something like that in the museum. That was pretty creepy.
Oh, I lied about that.
You did?
Yeah.
What? I can't believe it.
I did that to scare the shit out of Nicole.
Oh, you guys haven't seen the girl in the museum?
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
No, man, I'm not. She hangs around the first floor bathroom.
Holy
Stop
fuck.
lying.
No, for real.
Does she wear a white dress?
Yeah, she has these like weird blood stains on her, man. I tried helping her once, she just cried in the stalls, and I can't go into the girls' bathroom, so.
I had nothing to do with that.
Okay, that's creepy.
Yeah, man, pretty terrifying.
Alright, guys.
Oh, look, she's looking out in the window right now. And you guys all look like idiots.
Oh my god.
Shut up, Nixon.
Come on, are you fucking serious right now? Supernatural shit? Really?
You're gonna be the first one to die, I hope you know that.
I wish, so then I could prove the fact that these things are freaking real.
Wouldn't it prove the fact that they are real if you died?
If they're so real, call them right now.
You can imagine a fucking demon just eats him or something.
Kata Nosferatu Amada.
Please, next thing. Next thing you're gonna tell me freaking Scientology is real.
Alright.
I think we're gonna cut that out now.
Alright, guys.
Trust me,
So
the last thing you
why
want to do
don't
is invite a spirit, man.
Let's think of like a last.
So it's Catholic,
The
Alright.
same thing.
Let's
Shush, Nixon.
wait. Don't unplug anything, dude.
Okay.
Let's,
I got one.
last question.
Yeah,
How do you think the film will turn out?
pretty good. If I know Brandon, he can pull some shit out of his ass. He can really like, I don't know, you can look at a scene and you can be like, wow, there's a lot of flaws in that, and then I don't know, with his magical fingers goes on the computer and he just edits the hell out of it. So I think we'll come out with a good product.
Yeah, I think it'll come out really good actually. Like, I'm actually really excited.
Guys, like,
Thank you for your time.
Alright, thank you for your time, guys. We'll see you July 17th. Hopefully, Jocelyn, and
Well, I'm not even gonna be here.
she'll still see it. We'll give her a DVD.
Her spirit.
Wait, are you gonna give it to me?
Oh, don't take that out of context.
Alright, guys. Well, we'll see you.
I'll stop.
Alright, guys. Explain your character's name and description of how they are in the movie.
What's your name and who do you play?
My name's Nicole Puccini and I played Valerie Harper.
My name is Adrian Olivo, and I'm a crew member who helped out in the movie.
All right, guys. So, Nicole, your character, explain in details, first to last name to everything in the movie, from what you know.
From what I know,
Yes.
like,
Explain your character to us.
oh, she's very shy and she's basically away from the crowd that she plays with in the movie. So she just really stays away from most of the people and tells them that most of the stuff that's happening is because they deserve it and stuff like that.
Alright, how was your experience on the film?
It was pretty good because you see movies from like other people who produce them and then you get scared of them, but then when you actually play in one, you're really not that scared anymore.
How was this experience for you, being this your first film?
It was pretty good.
Adrian, how was it like to work with the cast and crew?
It was something new for me, so I recommend it to do it again, to be honest.
Alright, Adrian, explain what you did a part of the production to benefit. Like, were there any fill-in characters that you had to do for?
Yeah, I always wanted to try it out, but I was actually pretty nervous, to be honest. I mean, it worked out pretty good, so I would do it again.
I mean, when me and Amanda were younger, we used to like go on the top of my porch and act as vampires and pretend we were in Twilight and stuff like that. She's probably gonna hate me if I said that, but yeah, we pretty much acted as if we were actors, and I could say that I kind of wanted to do this because I did ask Brandon for the spot. So yeah.
Can you say this experience will follow you till, your future?
I'm not really sure about that.
I think it will because I'm getting into this stuff now, so probably even makeup because makeup effects are pretty fun. So
Thank me.
Do you expect the film to be successful?
Yes.
I expect it to be successful, but it is gonna take time for it to get successful because we are starting. So
Smile.
Hi, my name is Moses. I play Kurt. I play Kurt in The Evil Within Us. This is Catherine. She plays.
I can talk for myself.
Okay.
I'm Persephone. I am the character Persephone in The Evil Within Us.
And what is your name?
Hey, cunt, I was gonna get to that.
Okay.
I'm not in a good mood.
I know you're
All
not.
right.
I know.
No, don't fuck at me.
So
Okay.
explain your character to us.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go.
Oh, no. Explain your character.
No, you go
This
first.
is like Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie
All
being
right.
interviewed.
Well, my character in Within the Woods, I play a mad scientist / abusive father who's always in his work, gets drink. Stop.
What?
Why are you texting?
I'm not texting. I'm fixing. Whatever, man.
There we go. Now we can concentrate. Okay. I play a drunken, abusive father / mad scientist involved in the dark sciences.
You done?
Yes.
Okay, my character Persephone, I don't fucking know how you guys spelled it. She's actually this character that is best friends with another one of the lead roles, and she gets along with everyone. She's friends with everyone, but as soon as that they find out that they have to go to this party in some cabin somewhere, it slowly unravels the fact that she's been kind of abusing herself in a way, like starving herself, or yeah, it falls under the categories of like anorexia and bulimia, and a lot of her friends and her best friend especially aren't really comfortable with the fact that she's been doing that with herself for years. But it was only done because she was venting out from the problems she had previously with her parents and her mother, and coming into a new country and not really being used to the life in the United States. That's why she kind of self-abuses herself. Junk.
Very, very heavy. The issues in the
So, what was your favorite scene out of this film? From what you remember.
You want me to go first? Okay.
Disgusting.
Go.
My favorite scene in the movie had to be my death scene, where I choked out a lot of blood. A lot of blood.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was fun. They choked me out with a lot of blood.
No, that was all him and himself. That day was hilarious because we didn't even take that shot yet. He giggled and it went up his nostrils, out of his eye sockets, and his throat. And he's just coughing and spewing fake blood everywhere.
So
and
everything,
we're like,
everything you see in that scene is pure genuine. I actually died that day.
no. Then how are you being interviewed, you dumbass?
Ghost. But yeah, that had to be my favorite scene, was the death scene, because I got to actually act out as much as I want. I got to fall off a chair and just twist. How about you?
Yeah, he was very energetic for that scene. For me, what scene did I like? Ooh, my favorite scene was when I also had to puke out fake blood because we had to mix in with like carrots and beans, and it was this awkward mixture of like canned stuff, like food, and I had to like swallow it and gurgle it in my mouth and then upchuck it and actually puke out. And there was this one part I actually almost puked, and it was cool because it's like, oh man, I have to fake puke, and no, I almost actually really puked, and I don't know, that was cool. And
What did your blood taste like?
it tasted like candy toothpaste or sweet chocolate that's minty.
Yeah. Mine just tasted like bad medicine. Like if glue had a strawberry flavor.
Oh, what blood did you have?
Wait, I got a question for you.
Oh yeah?
All right.
Faggot?
Okay. Well, all right then. So, who was the most handsome cast member that you had to work with?
It definitely wasn't you.
Well then. Well then.
I don't know, you fucking shirtless rapist.
Do you still have the screenshot? Yeah. I'm bringing my Ritz in the background. Oh my god. Dude.
I got a question. How is it like working with the cast and crew of the film?
It was actually, well, he never hung out for long. He like stayed, filmed, left, and that's it. But it was actually really nice working with everyone because we actually like hung out afterwards. We got to know each other. We were comfortable around each other. So it wasn't like an awkward situation of like you go in, you're filming in front of weird strangers. They're all looking at you. The pressure's on you just to get these lines right.
Yeah, we
No,
would-
it was like,
we would
yeah,
have-
no, shut up.
Nice.
I'm talking.
All right.
Yeah. So, but it was a fun area where it was like, oh man, these are like my friends. It's pretty cool. It's chill. If you screw up a line, just another take. It won't add on any anxiety or pressure or anything. It was just fun.
Did you have any horror experience during the production of the film?
In the previous film, yes, we had to like baptize a house or something.
Dude, in like Helm's Basement.
Helm's Basement.
Yeah. They filmed in Helm's Basement. And that had to be the most
yeah.
horrifying thing that they've ever done.
Oh, dude, I loved filming in Helm's Basement because we always ran to the background.
Yeah.
And they're shooting and they're trying to act scared, and then we're just clanging and like moving around. They're like, guys, yo, stop it. Who's over there? And we run back.
So you haven't seen the girl in the bathroom yet?
Oh, no. I remember she was panicking when we were filming in Helm's apartment.
Yeah.
And she was screaming, oh my god.
That was
No,
from
but I
Evil
mean,
Woods, though.
here, have you seen the girl in the
The girl in the bathroom?
Yeah.
No, yeah, I was here when she was panicking about that too.
Yeah. See, horror experience happened here too. See, you thought I was lying about that. Made it up right on the spot. Nope, no cigar. She backed me up on that. On the cast crew
Why
thing.
do you sound like a twat during this?
Because
Why can't you sound like yourself?
I do sound like
No, you don't. You sound like some coffee fuck.
because that's how I want to sound.
Ew.
Like a coffee cup.
Yeah, you're gonna have to censor a lot of shit.
Why?
Him.
This whole segment right there is gonna be
Okay,
cut out.
let's elaborate some more. Come on, guys.
Okay. I don't know. We would have days of film. What did it? Cast bonding. There we go. Yeah, where it's not filming. Thank you, Kat.
I like cast bonding.
Yes. We would have cast bonding days where it's not filming or anything. It's just cast hanging out and just eating pizza or going to McDonald's or just taking the director's money. That was fun.
I paid my own shit. On record, I paid for my own shit. Slices of pizza that I wanted, I paid for it. So
I'm sure we all waste more money than the fucking director. Is that right, Brandon?
Poor Brandon.
Yeah.
What do you expect out of this film?
I expect this to be way better than any other fucking film Brandon Medina has ever edited. Because it was done on a good quality camera. 2, it wasn't rushed. Because in the last film, I know it was rushed, and I know in probably several films before that, it was pressured to being already done because of the fact that last year, Brandon was also a student. No, 2 years ago. You old nigga, holy shit. But like...
No, it was a year.
Nah, don't make yourself sound so young.
It's not 2 years.
Technically.
But the cast wasn't rushed because this was filmed during the summer. And there was no due date or any pressure to getting it done by this and this time. So it was more of a like relaxed feeling to it where it's like he wasn't rushed into doing anything and neither were the cast members. Everyone was comfortable. It was good quality. Everyone actually had genuine feelings into it and it was good, basically. It's not shit. It was good.
Alright,
I expect this film to be a masterpiece. 100%. Why you do this?
Alright guys, thank you so much. We will see you July 17th and the 18th and the 19th, hopefully.
No one's gonna hear your voice. You're gonna have to edit that part out.
Alright, so
alright guys,
bye.
we'll see you guys on the 19th and that other date that
Betty
he
cut
said.
you off.
And this.
And you're drugging.
Alright, Helms.
Okay.
Alright, Helms.
No,
So, unfortunately, you know, your character, of course, makes it into the bonus feature. He gets more of a bigger role in the extended version. So, explain your character to us.
Okay, my name is Fast Derek, and I used to be a drug dealer in the second movie. And I don't want to ruin anything because the third movie's full of surprises.
Alright, so what kind of significance do you think your character has in part 3? Like, why is your character so important in this movie?
Because I have like, I come back to life.
You're right! Oh shit, let me answer these questions. Give a stop it.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
Give a background about your character from the previous film up till now. Without spoilers.
Okay, then I used to be a drug dealer and I used to help my sister. Let's not give names out who my sister is.
They used to sell cocaine and weed.
Yes, that.
What is it like to work with the cast and crew of both Within the Woods and Evil Within Us?
I feel like Within the Woods was horrible for me. Even though I liked the ideas, I was from torture and in and out, which I did not like that.
How about Evil Within Us?
I had barely screen time, but it was a good movie. I personally liked it.
Do you have a favorite scene from Within the Woods?
Within the Woods, my favorite scene is where I try to like kill my sister. Yeah, that's my favorite scene. I kill my sister.
That's the only scene you're in.
I have a question for you. Don't look at me when you're gonna ask me.
Damn, that question, like, for you. Don't look at me.
Okay, so can you honestly say, can you tell us, did Brandon
do shit
as a director get better, and can you say this movie got better with the help of little old Maritza, me?
The fuck is wrong?
Okay. Did the film is Brandon's
Answer the question, because you gotta tell the audience, because they probably, you know, his last movie was like Like, okay.
Stop telling it to
And then now his movie's gonna be like the bomb.
Has Brandon's films gotten
Okay,
better?
his second movie was horrible because I shaved my head.
It wasn't.
Oh yeah.
But I feel like the second one is gonna be better. The third one's gonna be better with people's help because we need a lot of people's ideas and helps, which is gonna make it good.
Was it hard getting
the background?
All right, Helms.
Was it hard getting into character from the previous film and returning back to this character for the next film?
Oh hell yeah! The previous film I used to laugh a lot, and my director Brandon wanted me to be serious. I used to be the class clown, the joker, the court jester. Yeah. Then the third film I was serious about it.
All right, Helms. Thank you for your time.
Shut the fuck up.
We didn't answer so. Okay, what is your favorite horror story that happened in real life?
Her name's Gilbert.
Okay.
No, here's a cool.
My favorite horror story that happened in real life, and I'm sorry if I'm gonna mention it, Maria, but Maria actually saw something in like the bathroom window, and she thought it was a ghost or something.
No, I heard something.
She heard something.
I heard a little girl sing.
She heard a little girl sing, which was scary.
And then we did that exorcism.
We did the exorcism, yes.
You got a lot of.
And then you got freaked out after that all the time.
Yo, you remember that time you called me? Explain the phone call.
Oh shit! Oh yeah! Oh yeah.
Okay, the phone call, I was scared shitless, and the phone call was about me calling Brandon saying, I saw that little girl too, and I saw a car crash. Now Brandon was scared shitless. Brandon was like, yo, we have to go to that church. We have to put holy water in his house. And it was like funny as shit.
What do you expect from this film?
I expect a lot of things, full of surprises, new actors, new storyline. Hey, who cares? I want to see good stuff about it.
Do you want this film to be successful?
Hell yeah, hell to the yeah. I want that film to have a can of whoop ass.
All right. Thank you, Helms, for your time. All right.
My name is Helms Calazos, and I'll see you soon.